Hi guys, Darren from venomfluidart.
With Bubbles.
Can't forget Bubbles.
Because I won't let you.
No doubt.
Play night in the Venom garage.
Having a play night, okay.
Yep.
And what are we doing on our play night, Bubbles?
Big rounds.
Big rounds.
Yep, big rounds. We haven't done that for a while.
Okay.
So, I figured whatever floats your boat, as long as it's a big round.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me.
Only rule. See, I've noticed I'm learning as a person.
Yeah.
The less rules I give you, the less you can break.
Good point.
I know, right?
Go figure.
And this way, you'll probably stick to it.
Yeah.
And won't... Okay, so I shouldn't say break it, I'll say you enhance the rules. How's that go?
Well, I sort of do.
You sort of do.
I modify them to suit my needs.
Yes, so you beat Bubbles.
Mm.
How's it go? Mm. So, I'm going to rock some perps, I think. I'm not usually a perp rocker, but I found some really cool customs you made.
Uh-huh.
And I went,
These could be fun.
They are insanely beautiful. And I will pop them up to show everyone. Just not yet, because I already started loading my palette knife.
Right.
But I can tell you, I got a Proton Purple here. Looks like the only one you haven't played with.
It is the only one I haven't played with. That's Proton Purple, straight out of the container.
Which, that in itself's a feat, I tell you. Don't see that happen often in this garage.
I know.
You mustn't have been feeling well that day, right?
Quite possible.
Quite possible, my love.
Anything can happen.
But there are, I can see some shifts here and...
Yeah, I might have got a bit carried away with...
Oh, never get carried away. They are beautiful.
Colours.
I love the customs. Just gives everything a whole new twist. Do you know what I mean?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And it's probably one of my favourite things, because when I first started to... Well, when you come me into trying this paint pouring out...
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to do it until I learnt how to do everything on my own.
That's right, you had to mix your own colours to start with,
Yep.
Otherwise you weren't allowed to paint with them.
Nope. So damn straight I learnt that quick.
So what's on that palette knife?
Look at that.
Oh, look at it. Delicious.
Closer look at that. There you go. Isn't that beautiful?
And the pillow paint is our usual British Paints low sheen interior wall paint.
Now I'm going to come up here a bit.
Nothing's added to it, it's just straight out of the can.
Yep. Oh, look at that big bubble that just popped in the middle of that.
Nice.
I'll tell you in a minute if it's nice. That wasn't supposed to happen there.
Oh.
No, it doesn't matter though, because you just keep rocking and you know.
See what happens.
Just see where it's going to take you. That white might be dying. I might pop that one open. Because I'm right at the bottom of the tub.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I don't use white CA often, but I've had a bit of a play with it today.
Yeah, it's not too bad, the white.
I do like it. I especially like it thick too.
Yeah, it's awesome for lacing or your little cracking cells when you put another colour with it, another cell activator colour.
Yeah. But I really do notice that little bit thicker with the white just makes everything that little bit more defined.
Yeah, it does.
And it stays that way. Which is crazy cool. I mean, a bit thinner, yeah, you get instant gratification and go look at all these cells. But I think when it's that little bit thicker, once you spin it out and have a good play with it, it sort of keeps a bit more definition, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't lose them into the colour. I had that happen a few times.
Yeah, they vanish as it dries if it's too thin.
Yeah, and you're like, hang on, where'd my cool cells go? They spun out there.
So yeah, if you're playing with white cell activator and white cell activator on its own,
yeah,
the thinner you go, the more crazy the lacing gets. It's like lightning bolts through everything. But If it's too thin and your colours are too thin, it will sink away and you're not left with very much.
So that's a good tip and trick, I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, we learned that especially too when you go from winter to summer.
Yeah.
So you've got your paints all mixed up for your winter consistency. Once summer comes and that heat hits and thins them out, you're sort of like, everything's changing here, dear.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
A lot more to it than people realise.
Oh, absolutely. That's why you're best off not going for ratios. You go for a consistency rather than a ratio.
Yep.
Ratio gets you in a rough ballpark, but then you're going to have to thicken up or thin out to get the consistency that you really need.
You're better to hit that eye.
Yeah.
I just like everything thick.
Yeah.
So my paint more or less just runs like a snake. Or is that? Yeah. That one's a thick one. But I find too, with a lot of these metallic looking colours, if you go too thin with them, they bleed out bad.
What I'll do is I'll zoom that out just a bit, and you might be able to see your palette knife as well at the same time. Yeah, there you go.
Do you better her?
Yeah.
Plus I just think thick paints suit my aggressive style. Especially with the spinner.
Yeah.
There's nothing elegant about bubbles.
And that's another thing with thick paint. It's a fine line between pleasure and pain.
Yeah, it is.
Because if it's too thick, it doesn't move. It cracks up when it dries.
And try and push that out with a bloom.
Yeah, good luck. So,
Especially by mouth. I had a few where I was going, go!
yeah.
I'm running out of air. Now, I don't like that bit there, so let's just get rid of it. There. Well, that joined up pretty cool, right?
Didn't it? What?
I'm stoked.
Nice job there, Bubble Butt.
Geez, that colour's gorgeous there, isn't it?
It is.
Them two together.
I love it. Really pretty colour.
So, before I do my bloom, I'll show you, because this one, really deep purple, that one, isn't it?
It is. It's a really...
Can you actually see it off that light? But yeah, look at that. Really rich, isn't it?
Yeah.
Had to show that one because that's a winner. We'll put that down. Actually, you can see them all now.
Definitely pretty.
Really dark. But the shine in it, I don't know what you did to it, but geez, she's pretty.
I tweaked it.
Really, really pretty. So, I'm going to go with that one. And I love this. Look at that.
You wouldn't think that started off life as a blue, would you?
Nah. Well, I could when I looked at the bottom. That's why I went, is that a shift? What's he done? Huh? And then I thought, that's my opportunity to sneak a blue in my purple.
Aha.
But really gorgeous colour.
I like what you did there.
Yeah? You like that?
Yeah.
Alright. And this one. This one sort of reminds me of Athena from this little piggy, but that few shades darker. Doesn't it?
Yeah. You can actually make that colour there with Athena.
Yeah.
You mix up your Athena and then just put tiny little drops of dioxazine purple into it.
And it's magical.
And it gives you like a purpley colour with a gold shift.
Oh, so nice. It's one of my favourites, that. I get all excited when you make that one. Like, woo! Now, I don't want a lot of this.
That's an interference gold.
Yes. So I just want a little bit of it. Just to...
Bling the cell activator when you put it in.
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
I'm down with what you're doing.
Can't get away with much with you, can I?
No, not really. That's the cool thing about using interference colours and then black cell activator.
Yeah, it is.
Changes the colour of your cell activator.
But what I am going to do is one of my old favourite things you taught me.
Mm.
I'm just going to rock that back to the centre because that is moving on me.
Yeah, walked around a bit on you.
That's alright. But what I'm going to do, something really cool. I used to love the way this effect used to come out. So I'm going to do just a drop like that of the white CA.
Yep.
Then what I'm going to do is grab this colour here.
And put it over the top of the cell activator.
Yep.
Which is just one of the normal colours that we're using.
Yep. And that's what I'm going to do there. So then, I better check George is awake. Oh, he's good. He's good, he's good. So now what I'm going to do is get my black down.
Which is black cell activator.
Yep. And that should do that. Okay. My switch is playing up again.
Getting sticky.
Mm-hmm. Because he gets real hard to control. As you can see, I'm struggling. Alright, I'm going to leave that like that. I'll fix him in a minute. Alright. He's definitely sticking again. It's alright, George. We can fix you. Because we love you, your family. He so is.
He's been around a long time now.
I refuse to get rid of him. Like, I've got 2 spares just sitting in the cupboard if we ever need backup, but if I can keep George, I'm staying there. He's just his family. And it's only a slight issue he has every now and then. You know?
Yeah, it gets pain inside the button.
It's usually me that does it.
Yeah.
So I can't blame him. I'm just going to wave this in and out. Just off them edges. Because I really don't think that needs
Much of anything, really.
No. I think she's quite pretty as she is, you know. Maybe just a few little dances.
Well, that's pretty.
A few little dances here and there with the skewer. And I think that might just see what she spins like.
That's gorgeous.
See how just that white underneath just changes that centre, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And I just sort of thought it'd match up with the sort of Kraken type swipes on the outside.
Yeah.
Now, for a spin, I'm going to grab these.
And move them out of the way before you get pillow paint all through them.
Yeah, I did that once. You called me by my first name. Kayleen. Well then. Alright. Let's take her slowly. Oh, she's pretty.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Passion purple.
Gorgeous.
Oh, and she opened them up pretty too.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what I'm going to do...
That was close.
Damn, that was close. I'm loving these too. Oh, shish kebab skewers. Don't throw it. Just don't like how bold that is. Sometimes Proton Purple does that too.
Yeah, it does. It's an opaque neon.
Yeah. You just got to watch it with it.
That's a good, solid colour.
Yeah. Hence, a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, it does.
And you just, sometimes you might want it to take over. And other times you just want it to behave itself. That's a bit better. Just a bit bold there for my liking then. Am I doing, you know?
That's pretty.
One super bubble. No, I don't. I'm going to leave that.
It's a goober.
It's a goober.
Don't you hate that?
I'm leaving it for now. I'm going to stab it later. That's where I'm at, hun.
Right.
I thought that was one pesky bubble.
And it's not, it's a goober.
It's a goober, so I'm going to grab my
It's alright, we'll fish it out in a minute.
thin tweezers later. And oh, there's its mate. Lucky that ran off the side. That was a super huge goober.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we'll do a flyover reel of that one.
Sounds like a plan.
Quite happy with that. Loving the perps.
Aren't they gorgeous?
You make a beautiful perp, hun.
I do.
And modest.
Absolutely. No, no, it's good. It's beautiful.
Really glad I wasn't going to use the Proton Purple, but I'm glad I did now because it just sort of, it's that different tone between the light and dark purple.
Gives it some depth, doesn't it?
Yeah, it breaks her up a bit. That's super cool. Alright, so I think we shall pause there and come back to you, my darling.
Okie dokie. Sounds like a plan.
And we're back.
Okie dokie.
What are you going to rock, Wombat?
I don't know.
Or are you just hiding it from me?
I could be. You never know.
A Proton Purple blob. That's beautiful.
A Proton Purple blob.
That's
what?
Gorgeous, hun.
I know. I do like Proton Purple blobs. They're fun.
I'm just going to go while you're doing them blobs and shut that door because the neighbours decided to mow again.
Typical. They do that.
I'm pretty sure he did it all day yesterday too.
Yeah.
There can't be much grass left to mow, I tell you.
Well, you wouldn't think so, but apparently.
I think it's actually the holiday home down the road. He comes down once a year to mow it. That's probably why it takes 2 days.
It could be.
He's got to cut through the forest. Ooh. You know what? I am so digging Inferno with purples lately. Never really experimented with it before till I did that radial the other week.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just delightful together.
It is pretty, isn't it?
I found yellow too. Yellow, red and purple. Floating my boat at the moment. Yet isn't it funny when you were younger they tried to teach you that red and purple don't go together? Of course they do. They look amazing.
Add red to blue and what do you get?
Purple. They were born to be together.
Exactly.
That's pretty. Excuse me.
I excuse you.
I have the dry throat today. I was scrubbing mould yesterday. It's got to me.
Well, that wasn't good, was it?
No, I forgot my mask. I can admit it. I was naughty.
You were.
Doesn't help when you're highly allergic.
No, not at all. Alright. Almost there.
Oh, that's pretty. Love those fluoro yellows.
Aren't they nuts?
Yeah, they really are. Really great highlight colour, isn't it?
It is. I like it.
I see you fixed George for me this morning.
I did fix George for you this morning.
He had a sticky button.
He did?
I keep getting paint in it.
You do.
Really not good when you're halfway blowing out a bloom and it goes. You're like, no, stop.
It's like, no, don't do it, don't do it. Alright, so.
Twitches your freckle. Especially when something's going real pretty.
Let's start with the outside ones first.
I always do that. I like starting with the outside.
Yeah.
So then you can sort of make your middle one your big centerpiece.
Yeah, right. Number one.
That's a really cool CA mix, that one too. Seems a bit thicker than normal, but geez, it's pretty in the effects.
It is a little bit thicker, yeah.
Oh, look at them edges. That's gorgeous. The good thing is you think it's too thick, but she keeps sinking. I did one the other day with it, and I thought I'd really mucked up my centre. But no, it comes through.
Alright, we'll start with that. Grab a little skewer.
Are you digging the new shish kebab skewers?
They are super cool.
I'm really digging them. Because I tried like one of the, you know, the gold leafing tools.
Yeah.
I've seen a few people using those. I think they're just that little bit too thick for my liking. They seem to mush a bit of the colour as you go on.
They mush it.
It mushes it. But then, look how defined that is.
Super cool, isn't it?
Yeah. That was one of my best buys. 5 for $2. I love a bargain.
You do love a bargain.
I do. And everything's a paint victim.
You are a bargain hunter.
When you think about it, the paint and everything else has got so expensive. You've got to make your tools cheap.
Mate, it has. The price of British paints has gone absolutely through the roof.
Since they labelled.
Yep, they did a relabel of it.
Supposedly the same ingredients. I say bullshit.
Definitely not the same ingredients because it is thinner.
Definitely. But yeah, put it up straight away, $40 dearer a 10.
Yeah, it is. It's like, what? I mean, it's pretty good stuff, but it's not $40 a 10 more.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's looking really pretty, huh? See how the centers keep just sinking?
Yeah.
When you think they're going to stay black? Doesn't happen. It caught me off guard yesterday. I just started to do some loaded palette knives around the outside while I was waiting to see what would happen. And it turned out real pretty. I like those little wispy bits. A touch of elegance.
They're fun.
One thing I haven't tried with these too, like you probably still need your skewer though, especially you, because you like changing the angles to scoop.
You can actually still do it with
It's
this.
still doing it?
Yeah.
So I was just wondering whether it would.
Not as good, because
Yeah.
the bamboo tends to grab hold of what you're doing.
Yeah. But these are definitely good for defined stuff, aren't they?
Definitely. You can see where I splattered some paint.
Ah, don't let that worry you. I do it all the time. I think I'm the master.
You are.
You're learning from me, just stab it in.
Yeah.
It works, doesn't it?
It definitely works. What I might do is give that a spin, stretch it out first.
I would, because you're going to lose some of your definition.
Yeah.
Then you can retuck it. All those centers on those blooms.
Right, so what I'll do is move it off-centered a bit,
So the blooms are more centered.
so it doesn't wonk them too far. I mean, I'm going to get them to stretch down lower anyway.
They're definitely more centered that way, aren't they?
Yeah. Alright. Alright.
I haven't done triple blooms for ages.
I know, it's been like forever.
I think the last time was in our Learning to Bloom series.
I think it was.
Which we'll put that link up because that's really cool for beginners or anyone just wanting to try something different with your blooms as well. There was a full series we did over a few weeks.
That was a load of fun, that.
Well, it was, but while you're sort of having fun, you got some cool tips and tricks you might not have thought of.
Exactly.
Which is how we all get our tips and tricks. You live and learn. You know we've stuffed something up and learnt from it.
Exactly.
Always happy to share what we learn.
Definitely. That's what it's all about.
Oh, absolutely. Like I've learnt some really cool tricks just by watching what different artists are doing and how they do it differently to what I do.
Yeah, I'm not one of those for keeping secrets.
No,
What's the point?
no.
It's like, here's how I do it.
I think you
Give
better
it a
just
go.
share and watch everyone grow together.
Exactly. I'd rather just go, hey guys, this is how I do it. Have a go.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if you want to change it up, change it up. Go for gold.
Well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's your piece of work.
I like that. That's really pretty.
That is really
I love
pretty.
the negative space up there, because what I'm going to do is put an embellished butterfly up here
Yeah, nice.
for the flowers.
Geez, those flowers are really beautiful.
So when that dries, that's what I'll end up doing, and
That outside one on the right.
we'll show everyone at a later date.
They are really gorgeous.
I love the way the colour just...
Yeah. Yeah, that really
Man, that's pretty. Just a little white dot there.
Haven't been getting much of those actually, as much as you used to with the old formula. That's why another thing with the British paints, pillow paint.
Yes.
I reckon there's definitely a change because the bubbles are less.
There is. It's actually thinner.
Yeah.
Because I've got cans of the old stuff as well as the new stuff sitting here.
Yeah.
That are brand new, unopened. Because I usually stockpile this stuff. When I buy it in bulk. So there's old cans and new cans. And they're both different consistencies from old and new. So...
Well, that is going to make a really pretty embellishment.
So, yeah. Keep that in mind, people.
Yeah, definitely. Especially as, I mean, we're not going to be... Coming into winter, you probably won't notice it as much as it's thinner.
No, but during summer you will.
Yeah.
It'll definitely be a lot thinner for during summertime.
Yep.
Or hot weather. Alright, we'll do a flyover of that. So you have a nice close-up look at it.
I'm seeing dragonflies and butterflies on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That'll look gorgeous, won't it?
Really pretty. And that's the thing, sometimes you're doing this piece of art to create the next one.
That's it. A lot of my pours I use just as backgrounds for my embellishment projects.
Yeah, it's a full adventure.
Yeah, so you're not just limited to one thing, you can always add to it.
No, that's right. So that way when we go and sit on the lounge at night, we don't even watch the TV. We're still playing.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely loads of fun.
Enjoying life.
Alright guys, that's it from us this week. So if you like that, hit like, share and subscribe. Bring the notification bell. That way you get to see all our stuff as we release it.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching too.
Absolutely. So, have fun, take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Have a fantastic day.